everybody, and welcome back to Just Painted. Got a little post Jerseyfest episode for you, and I just want to touch up with some of the things that happened at the show and things like that. And I guess a little bit of updates for you for other things. So let's get started with that. All right, so Jerseyfest has come and gone. It was a great show. I had a great time. I took a class on Friday. We had the contest on Saturday, and the dealers and all that stuff like that. It was wonderful. And let me go over some of that stuff real quick. So I'm going to show you what we did in the class. I took the Saul Alvarez class, okay, and that was on Friday. That's when they did all the classes and things like that. And let me show you the kit that I started to paint. This thing is huge. Now, this is a 1-to-1 scale Bela Lugosi. I believe it was sculpted by Jeff Yeager, and it's available through Blackheart Models. And it was the Saul Alvarez class, and this is the beast right here. All right, this is Bela, and it's freaking huge. All right, look at the size. I got big hands. All right, and there's the back. All right, Blackheart Models, Lugosi. All right, and it's not. I thought it was going to be a lot heavier, but it's not. It's a wall hanger, I guess, and it's good because it's hollow. The class was amazing. Saul taught us a lot of stuff. I didn't finish it, obviously. There was a lot of to do with the work with the skin tones, and he explained how he did the shirts and things like that, which is I am going to finish. This kit. I think I'm going to do this a little project with my son here on the channel. Maybe try to finish him up and have him work a little bit. There's a little bit of work I need to do with the skin tones and everything like that, and the eyes. I got to finish up because I did paint the eyes. These are not decals. Guys are making fun of me. Oh, you painting eyes? You're not using decals? What? Yeah, but yeah, I did paint them. Okay, I still got to finish them up. We did them in color, okay, and the movies was in black and white. I always said that if you're gonna do a universal kit or something classic like that, I always felt that it needs to be done in black and white. But he taught the class in color, which is not bad because I learned a ton of new techniques on how to do skin tones and stuff, which I'm gonna probably be sharing with you guys here on the channel. Because I'm probably going to be adopting some of those techniques that he taught. Saul Alvarez is like a master painter and stuff. So, he taught us how he does it his way. And I thought that class was just amazing. And it was a lot of fun. And Saul is just a good guy and very funny and stuff like that. So, but I had a ball in that class. And I think everybody that participated also did have a good time, which is really cool. Well, that was on Friday, and we spent most of the day. It was like from 9 a.m. to 3, but Saul ran it all the way to I think almost 6 o'clock. All right, so it was a lot of fun. What was cool about the class is that everything that you use there, you get to keep, like the airbrush, the compressor, and not all the classes are the same that they were teaching over there. But but for that class itself, you get to keep all that stuff. It was a Badger airbrush and a small compressor and things like that, the paints that you use and any other tools that he had there and everything like that, which was a lot of fun. I learned a whole lot, and Saul was just a great teacher and things like that, and I really want to say thank you for everything, because that was just really, really cool. All right, just so you guys know that our friend from our Styrene Syndicate, Steven Sutton, Scale Model Kit Review, has put up a great video on Jerseyfest from the contest room and the dealer room and things like that. And he's got a ton of pictures on a video. I am going to leave a link down below for his video, which is amazing. He did a great job on that. Thank you, Steve, for doing that. That was a great job on that, and I'm going to link it down below for you guys to enjoy and to see. And see the things that were displayed there on the contest room and the dealer room. All right, so yeah, just so you guys know, I went with 3 kits. I brought a Mad Max kit from Hank Hilger. That one. I brought Brett from Alien, which, all I have videos for all of them. The Mad Max is going to be coming up soon. I'm finishing editing that as we speak. I've been working on that today a little bit. Hopefully I'll have it done before the end of the week. And I have a couple other videos too that I did paint-ups for a friend for the show, for display. I did a couple paint-ups for him for that, and I'll put those videos up too. And the other one that I brought in was Orlok. Now you guys seen pictures of Orlok. I did a video on Orlok, and I did win a bronze with Orlok, which I'm really proud of. The way they do the rewards there is a little different than like maybe Wonderfest or other ones and stuff like that. Is that in each category you're only going to have 3 people that get any kind of recognition on those. It's like the bronze, silver, and gold. And then you got the, for each category, like you got modern horror, classic horror, sci-fi, kaiju, humor. There's a ton of different categories. And for each category, there's only going to be 3 people that get any kind of reward or anything like that. And not that meaning that the other kits are bad. It's just that they pick the top 3. The judges pick the top 3 out of each category. And to come out with bronze on the one category, which was pretty stacked, I'm pretty happy with. There was a lot of good competition out there. The guys, there's some painters that are amazing and things like that. And I won bronze, representing the Styrene Syndicate. But another one that's to represent the Styrene Syndicate was, I'm going to throw his name under the bus, was Thomas Cochran. He came up with two kits. I was looking for a good picture. I don't have a good picture of the one that he won with, which was Harlequin. But you guys should check out the videos and look at this stuff, because he was the only one that had one kit like that. And there's a picture on Steve's video, so check it out there, please. Because Thomas did an amazing job on it. He got a lot of compliments from a lot of people on that, and he did a really good job and represented the Styrene Syndicate. He took silver on his category, which I'm really proud of. Good job, Thomas. Everybody should give him props, because he did a really nice job on that one. And the contest was pretty stacked up. Now I want to give you guys a heads up on this. Is that this past weekend, the Jersey area got hit with a tail end of the hurricane, and the attendance was good, but it wasn't probably as good as everybody hoped, because I think the weather had a huge factor. The rain and the wind, the whole thing just sucked. The weather, and but I think they would have had a much better attendance but I think everybody was very happy with everything, the way it came out, as far as sales for the dealers and attendance and things like that. Overall, it was pretty good, but I think it would have been better if that weather didn't come through and stuff like that. And I think these guys would have had a better day. But you got to take that into consideration. We got hit with that tail end of that hurricane and things like that, and it's just the weather just was miserable. You know what I mean? A lot of flight cancellations and delays and things like that. So, that did have an impact on the attendance at the show, unfortunately. But there was a good amount of people, and everything like that. A good friend in White 3D Creation, I think he did very well, and also Paul Gill and a bunch of other dealers that I know the guys, they did very well too. They said so. Overall, I think it was a success. So. I'm hoping that it comes around again. It looks like it is, and they're planning already for next year. So that's great, because, this is the first show after COVID. So everybody was a little worried to see, how this thing was going to go. But I think it was a success, and I'm really happy, because I'm looking forward to going back again next year. And guys, for you guys that never been to a show like this, or you're doing 3D printing kits are welcome. Minis are welcome there. They had a mini category there. All right, and things like that. So don't be scared about bringing your kit around and putting into the contest, or even coming to the show, because let me tell you something, I got some good deals, and I'm going to show you some of the things that I just received. Okay, so that I bought at the show. I didn't buy a lot. I bought a few things here and there. I didn't go crazy because I didn't want to go crazy spending a whole ton of money, because you can go crazy and spend a lot of money there, all right? But I didn't want to go crazy, and I think I got some really, really good deals and things that I was missing and things that I wanted. So it's not much. I'm not going to show you like a whole, but you know, let me show you what I got. And here's the camera. So the first thing that I bought was one kit that I always wanted, and this is sculpted by Mark Van Tine and still being produced by Gilman Production, but I bought it from a different dealer that was having an amazing sale. And here's the base for it. All right, really nice, cool base. This is a really big kit with the base. So I'm going to show you parts. So I'm going to start off with the base, and then here's the bust, and it's the mummy, the original mummy. All right, and look at that. And this is sculpted by Mark Van Tine. All right, and it's produced by Gilman's Production, if you guys want. But I got a really, really good deal at another table, and I had to snatch it because it was just, the deal was just too good. And that's the good thing about going to these shows, guys, is you are going to find really good deals on stuff. All right, a lot of times. So don't be shy about, you know, about going to these things, because you can find, and I'm not just talking about resin kits. I'm talking about 3D printed kits and a bunch of other stuff, okay? So the next thing I did buy from Gilman was this piece right here that I'm missing from my collection. And this is from the collection from Blade Runner. All right, it's Zora. All right, it's a beautiful kit. All right, with the snake and all the glitter that she had on at that time. All right, and there's the base for it, which is really cool. All right, Jeff Yeager sculpted piece. All right, and this is from his Blade Runner collection, which just would complete it. And Gilman also has another piece coming out, which is Tyrell, and he's have that, and that piece looks. There you show pictures of it. That piece is amazing, amazing. All right. All right. So the next thing I bought a couple also prints from a sketch artist that was there, in his Kaiju Illustrator. All right, and that is the information. If you guys are interested in something like this, if you want to go out there and get some of this stuff. I thought he had a ton of stuff. I went more for the classics, okay, and Godzilla and stuff, so I picked up these two, maybe frame and put them up. I'm here in the studio. Alright, but I got Godzilla. Look how nice this is, man. He did a really nice job on these. I'm trying to get the glare out. Hold on. There we go, right there. Alright, and I love the one from Godzilla. Look at that. This is so cool. Alright, so I picked those two. I got these really good deal on these, and I picked them up, you know, so this way I could frame them up and put them in my studio, which I think will look really cool. Let me show you the other big kit that I have, and then we'll move on to something else. Alright, so the next one I did buy, I bought it from Saul Alvarez. He has his own line, okay, of kits. Alright, and I'll put a link down below if you guys are interested in getting any of this stuff from their site. Alright, but Bela Lugosi, I got a smaller kit on him. And this one I feel like it needs to be painted in black and white. Alright, I think I'm going to go that route with him. It's a beautiful kit. Alright, I'll leave links down below if you guys are interested in getting something like this. Alright, but this is a wonderful kit from him. Needs a little bit of cleanup and stuff, but no big deal. Very minor. Like along the hairlines and stuff like that. Which could be done, no problem. But I always wanted to get this. He also has a Bram Stoker Dracula line that it's amazing. And I'm looking to jump into those eventually. And then the next thing here, let me put this on the side. I'm just showing off stuff that I picked up. The next one is really cool. This is going to be a gift for my wife. Shh, don't say nothing. All right. She loves the show. She always loved the character. I'll tell you a little story real quick too. That's Bob Ross. Happy little tree. All right. He comes with the paintbrush and the easel, and he has happy little trees around this little base, which is really cool. And I have a plan to base them in a different way too, which I think it'll look really cool. But there it is right there, Bob Ross, beautiful skull. Now they have, this is from Goodfellas Resins, all right, and I'll leave a link down below. But they also have a larger kit, and it's either a quarter or 1/3 scale, but it's really really big. All right, and if you guys are interested in that, getting something like this, I'll leave a link down below for them. And I thought this was beautiful, and I got a nice deal on this one too at the show. And I got a little servo head for here. I was planning on doing a little project with this one. All right, just look at the sculpt on this. I'll leave a link down below for who I got. I got this mic from Mike Sweetstack, but I can't remember how to say his kit production name. But I will leave a link down below if you guys are interested in getting something like this. This was nice and cheap. I bought it, and I got a nice little project to do with this servo head. I think it's gonna look really really cool. All right, and this is something else that I picked up. And one thing that I did pick up for a project that I'm working on, well, that I will be working on, is from Smooth On. I got this Silpoxy. It's a silicone adhesive. Now, what I'm going to use this for is for some kind. This is a trial piece that the girl at the dealer. This is like a little trial thing, and she suggested that I should use this. I told her what kind of, what I wanted to do with the project. She came up with a couple of different solutions, and she told me to try this. I'm going to be using this, and pretty soon for this paint up that I'm going to be doing. So stay tuned for that, because we're going to use it. We're going to see how it works, and if it worked good, then you guys can use it for your little projects. But I don't want to give out too much because I want it to be a little bit of a surprise. But Smooth On has a ton of stuff for for silicone, for molding, casting, and resin, and all that stuff like that. So check their site out. Smooth On. I'll leave a link down below for them too, down there on the bottom, if you guys are interested in looking into that stuff. But as far as my haul, that's about it right there. It wasn't much, like I said, and it was like more geared to looking for the stuff that I wanted to get. There was a lot more things that I wanted, but I didn't want to go out there and spend a whole lot of money on stuff like that. So there you go. That's my little. And I picked up a couple things for a friend, and I sent it out to him and stuff like that. So hopefully they'll get it in everything in one piece. So that was about it for that. But anyway, don't forget to check out Steve's video on the show. And I had a ball. I got to meet all my friends from the Styrene Syndicate. All right, there was a bunch of guys there. A bunch of the members. We hung out there on Saturday night. We went out for dinner, and we hung out throughout the show and stuff like that. It was a really good time. It was nice to meet a lot of these guys in the flesh and stuff like that. And I think we're going to have a little bit of a bigger turnout next year. Hopefully more guys will show up, and we'll be able to do something really, really cool. All right, maybe we'll film a video or something like that. That'll be really cool. All right, but speaking of Styrene Syndicate, we're going to move on to another subject. This weekend coming up, we're going to have another Way of the Dragon, okay, with the fellas, and we're going to be painting on Saturday the 30th. I believe it's at 3 p.m. or Central Time. Okay, so for you guys that always follow us, we're going to have a new paint up coming up to this Saturday. It's going to be a little bit different. This weekend we're going to be working on a troll bust. All right, cave troll from Lord of the Rings. I think that's a Fotis Mints kit. Okay, so if you guys are interested in following us, I don't think you're going to get a kit for this Saturday if you order from NY3 Creations. He's the one who's doing print-ups for guys that don't have printers. I'm printing mine right now, as you can hear the machine going on in the background. But if you guys want to join us, you can always print one of these or go to NY3 Creations for your 3D printed supplies. All right, but as far as ordering right now, it's a little late because today I'm filming on Wednesday. Usually you need to give Mike a little bit of time because he needs to take the orders in, print it and then ship it. And by that time that he's done doing that, I don't think you're going to get it on time for Saturday. Kind of like the last minute. We apologize. I will try to do a little better announcing these a little bit sooner. But with a lot of stuff going on for people, like they're if they're not here or they're not around or things like that, or they got something going on at home, we can't. We always try to accommodate everybody, but we try the best we can. But again, this Saturday, don't forget to follow. I'll have it streaming on my channel. I'm sure Steve will have it streaming to his channel, and Gilbert Red Dragon Model Works will be the host and streaming on his channel at the same time. All right, so don't forget that this Saturday coming up, we got the Way of the Dragon, and we'll be doing the Cave Troll. Awesome. All right, so that's one more thing before I go. Don't forget that at the end of October on Halloween, there's another model contest coming up, which is Chiller Theater. All right, and we're trying to help out Scotty Mills to try to promote the contest. There's a lot of other stuff going on at that show. There's a lot of signings and stuff like that for famous actors that they usually have a huge list of people that would be attending for the show and things like that, for signings and things like that. And they have a dealer room and things like that. But there is a small model show that's going on. We actually try to help Scotty Mills promote that and make that a bigger show. Okay, at the end, during Halloween, and this is on Halloween weekend. But I will be talking more about this and giving you more info as I get it. All right, I seen Scotty Mills at Jerseyfest, and we talked a little bit and things like that. And I will be getting more information for you guys to share. And I'm hoping that you guys, don't be so apprehensive and maybe bring some models in 3D printed, resin, whatever you have, model kits. Bring them in; they're all welcome. Okay. And maybe we can see you at the show. That's another thing that was awesome about the show, is that I got to see some of our subscribers, man, and that was awesome. I met quite a few, all right, people that follow this channel, and I was really, really surprised, and I was really, really happy, and I got to meet people and talk to them and have a great conversation with a lot of them, and it was amazing. And I got to meet a lot of people this weekend. All right, not just people that follow the channel, but just in general, with like-minded people. It was really, really cool. I had some great conversations about a lot of things, and really interesting. I talked to a lot of people who are dealers. I got to talk to Paul Gill a little bit. With George Stevens from Blackheart Models. He was just amazing. Amazing guy, and he's got some really cool stuff coming out. So hang in there, because I will be talking about that when he releases them, because I'm looking to getting some of the kits that he's talking about. And if he's talking the way he's talking, it sounds like they're going to be amazing. I don't want to give it out, but stay tuned for that, because once they start releasing, I will I'm hoping that to purchase some of those kits and review them and paint them up here in the channel too. All right, so I'm looking forward to those, because they're stuff that I like. You know what I mean? But yeah, thank you everybody that approached me and we talked and stuff like that, and people that follow my channel. Thank you so much. I don't want to throw anybody's name down the bus, but really, really cool people, really nice people. I was just so amazed and thrilled, and the people that recognized who I was and the work that I did and things like that. That was just a huge honor from everybody, and I just don't know what I'm speechless. I don't know what else to say, because that was just like such a good feeling, and it was just amazing. And I was helping Hobby Mike a little bit with him stuff, and he's another one who's just an amazing fella, and he helped me out a lot through that and everything, and he's a good friend. I consider him as a good friend. So besides that, thank you everybody for approaching and having a chat, and I'm kind of hoping to see you guys again in the next show. And just like that, it was just all just fun time. There was just so much stuff. And don't forget to look at Steve's video. I think it's a great video, and I think it's for you guys to get an idea of what happened that weekend. I think it's a really good stuff, and check it out when you get a chance, and I do appreciate it. Thank you everybody again for everything. Thank you for the beautiful comments and everything like that. Again, I got new videos coming up. And again, I apologize for not putting up something sooner. You know, it's just I had a lot of work to do to get ready for the show and everything like that. But I got some videos, in the backlog that I'm editing right now. These should be coming up pretty soon, hopefully, and stay tuned for more. And I will be doing a new paint up this week, and hopefully, we'll post that up next week, as the time comes, because I want these other videos to, to get in there, and you guys get a chance to view them before I post another one. Thank you so much. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. And that's it. Thank you very much. Peace, everybody.